Hello and welcome back. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. I have played this one before. I have a feeling it is just a part of this one and it's just tacked onto the end of the credits like as a hee, but I just couldn't remember that being a thing. But I recognize the people from the opening picture. I know that the girl with the scientist coat is called something Sky, but yeah, I just must have assumed it was on a different game. Friday the 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So, you are? The coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. Also, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. The reason I also assumed this was not on this one is because they introduced new things into this one. Like, when you had the stylus, you could rub over things and spray stuff onto things and stuff because she's a scientist. So I was thinking that was a later game. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! I'm out of time! But, please! You have to help! It's my sister! He's reminded of Maya. Losing Mia. Maya, could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much! My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No. It's just you seem kind of, jumpy. Or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait! Only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age, no less. What exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. but I'm ready to do my job. At my age, no less. Great. Another future professional in training. So what's this about a case? Said the trial's tomorrow. My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigation should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister. I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. February 22nd, detention center visitors room. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden, as soon as we arrived. God, thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, Mom, it's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year, Understood, Mom. Whoa, what was that all about? She sits on chairs, strangely. Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow, and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey! How do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Skye. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor. Two sisters. One a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma. Lana. I mean, they're just like Mia and Maya. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? What? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. I was in the witness's deposition. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot. Caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So, you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible. You wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this. I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, didn't she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! I was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana? Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. Which she's got wonky eyes going on with her hair there. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know? I just never expected to be finding another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Oh, okay. February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work! Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my co-workers 3 years from now after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes? Trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Partner? Cowboy. I love him. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall! I love that his name is Marshall. I love that he shaves all the time as well with his knife. Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike. This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He is just having a flask. You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Was that, hombre, a friend of yours? Hombre. Kinda, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Right, we're gonna examine, because that thing on the floor, that's of interest. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer? Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about it, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Wallet I hastily stuffed into pocket. I'm called to duty again at my tender age. Already at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick of examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this. Yeah, so this is a really odd thing to bring up at the end, in the final thing of the game, where you can start rotating evidence and dusting for fingerprints and stuff like that. Which is another reason I was like, this can't actually be a part of the end of this. It must be a different story. But I recognize the characters, so yeah. Okay, now, look at the court record. I'm not doing things, by the way. It's doing it for me. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully, on all sides. Now, let's start examining, from every angle. Oh look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of enter. I assume that's going to be A. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID number 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Is that all we got from that? Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Bum, bum. No clues here. Awesome. Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Aha! A ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. It's an argument you have with me or May all the time. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See? You can hear just fine. The phone's broken. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade. Facade? Facade. I feel like that word's being used, pronounced correctly. Hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. Fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Bum, bum. Nope. I want to slide. Oh. The way they put the tape down so it like makes a little body hanging out. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Ah! Scary! Could you tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, huh? Please, it's his. No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prosecutor's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vittles, Saloon, Cerveza. Oh. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Great. Maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. We already did that. Excuse me. Were you two all set? Us? Here she comes, lunch lady. There she is. Look at her. What a babe. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Hello. Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance. Especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No. But you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, it's all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yikes, she means it. I love the way she's got like one brown eye and she's all like, I'm so cute. And then when she flicks her head to the side, she's got a blue eye and it's like, I'm a bitch. The case. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. I am very yawny. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday, they paid homage to the most evil one of them all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was his car that they found. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest of lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. I wonder if she could be a suspect. So, what exactly was it you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so? Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still ring in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second. You know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey? I wonder. She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell... What? The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Ah! Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See, the security room owner over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Starr, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis, not. Prosecutor's office. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Starr? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Starr was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor. Now I'm not so sure. Okay. Can we move anywhere? Oh, we can go to the High Court Prosecutor's office now. Ah. This is gonna be where my boy Edgeworth is. February 22nd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look! Look! There's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What? That... shield. It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Hey, babe. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and... Right. His sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No! Did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here. He, Hey! Don't blame me! We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in the nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. I wonder whose car you're talking about. That would be my car. What of it? Look at his face. He's so smug. What? Your car? I'll say one thing. She certainly can scream. Bum, bum, bum. My favorite thing is, just quickly, just to show you this. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Amazing. I love that so much. Anyway. So, the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. Look at his little smile. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no. She didn't do that. I mean, wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister then? Yes, sir. Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait. What did you say? Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life. Impossible to stop. You look so tired. Poor boy needs sleep. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's got to be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? Obviously, if he thinks that she killed this guy, then he thinks that she put them in his car boot. I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? See what I mean? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Right, so I'm just going to quickly throw this out there because I can't remember this case. I remember some parts of it, so this is where I'm going to go with it, right? The woman who stabbed the guy in the boot of the car was the lunch lady. She's got a vendetta against Edgeworth and the guy she stabbed. This is where my logic is. And she didn't see her stabbing the body. She saw Lana taking the knife out of the body because she was trying to, like, I don't know, save him or some shit. Or I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember the shit that's going on here. Is someone dating the guy who's dead? I feel like someone's dating the guy who's dead. To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth knife. Added to the court record. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't take a joke. You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. That is true. Right, well, let's present him with some shit. Okay. I want to present you with profiles? No profiles? Oh, yeah, that one. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Miss Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? Wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense. Especially with you. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Doo-doo, bum, bum, bum. Aww. I once dreamed of becoming a defense attorney a long time ago. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yet, my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. Right, let's examine shit, because examining things probably is going to give us answers to stuff. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just pick Detective Gumshoe? Probably because he's the one having to scrub the thing. Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. He's a lawyer. Look at this bunch of flowers with an Edgeworth ruffle on it. My. What an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. Miss Oldbag. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? I don't think so. Wow, this jacket's even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, yeah, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. I've already looked at this, haven't I? I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What was that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for King. Yeah? You got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. King of Prosecutors trophy added to the court record. Okay. So, we now have fun things we can do with the court record. Like, rotato potato it. Huh, why does it look broken? I pressed B! Like a dingus! Bum, bum, bum. Does it have to rotate in that way? Okay. Hey, check it out! There's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does kind of have a ring to it. I must be able to look at the fact that this shield is broken. It only goes yellow on things. Yeah, okay. So... But the shield is broken. You must let me say something about the fact that the shield is broken. Maybe I need to present it to... lover! I need to stop thinking that the A button is the B button and vice versa. Because I've been playing the Switch too much. Present. So, basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? The little finger tap. I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? Oh, there it is. I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes. Right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his ward. For better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. That's why I presented the shield, to try and get more conversation out of him. And I keep going the wrong way. The day of the crime. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of all cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors, and that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Edgeworth's parking stub added to the court record. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What right? I'd appreciate it if you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, I love this guy, Meekins! Excuse me, but Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against the Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. Think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Miss Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Oh, Meekins. Right. Yes, sir? Duh, he caught me off guard. Calling him sir now. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. Oh, Edgeworth. Bim, 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 bim. Look at the blue badger! February 22nd, police department entrance. Are you ready to watch the blue badger do a little dance? Whew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to the criminal affairs next door. I love how they've put a little, look how far away the police department is from the prosecutor's office. This is going to give us some information later, I assume, because apparently it took us 30 minutes to get here and the traffic wasn't bad. So it's probably going to be something like Edgeworth got his parking ticket at 5:12, so he must have left 30 minutes earlier, which means he got there at like 20, he was leaving at 20 to 5 or whatever, and that'll be the thing that like cinches the deal or whatever. Hold on, what's that? You ready to watch him dance? You ready? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the blue badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright. You sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. It's Meekins, isn't it? Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. It's Gumshoe? Hey. Hey, pal. What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Uh-huh. I love how they can read your mind. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yeah, who is she protecting? That's my thing. Who is she protecting? Yes. Well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir! Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down, Pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Oh dear. Right, let's present you with some shit. So, first, let's go with this, because you'll probably know about it. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently, he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers must be because of the rumors. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife. Huh. What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean... I mean, sure. Of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? I have to find out a little more of what's going on with Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe, can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa! Now I remember! Bruce Goodman. He's the victim! That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? See, we get to this point now where when we present people with things, it opens up new lines of conversation. So, this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Huh. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. He's in a tough spot. He's in a tough spot again. Again? He's talking about Edgeworth. Duh. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. You should be able to present profiles, people's profiles. Yeah, I feel like that was gonna get the same thing. Okay, we just skip. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna move to the underground parking lot. We're gonna move to the detention center because I feel like we probably have more to say to her. Nope. Cool, she's not even there. Awesome. Is this gonna trigger something? Nope. Cool. More conversation with you. Oh, you're not here. Great. Awesome. Is there anything I can do? Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. No, there's not. Let him enjoy his tea. Whoa. These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. With the shelves already packed super tight like that. What's the prosecutor going to do when he gets new files? Splendid, Mr. Wright. An unusual observation. I think that was a compliment. Oh, it's just letting me search everything again. Which is annoying, because I wanted to see if there's anything I've forgotten. Okay. I can't slide anymore as well, with Marshall telling us off. I guess I haven't finished stuff here. Nothing more to talk about. I've presented you with... Oh, I'll present you with this. I don't need to look at it. Oh. My number. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way, you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. Oh, that's an interesting thing to... Okay. Scales of justice. I want to present it. There we go. Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge, enough said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I? What, you want me to present it again? Oh, shit. A D card. You can do just about anything with these... Anything these days with a card and the right secret number. Scary. It's only scary because you keep dropping your card, Detective Gumshoe. I forget my secret number a lot too. It's scary. But I'm me, after all. And what could be wrong with that? I think I'll stay out of this conversation. Right, but he has just opened a line of... No, he hasn't. Well, I've presented everything. I've talked about everything. So, I think now if I go to the underground parking lot, I should be able to... Oh, I can present Goodman's badge to her. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards, especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Oh, this'll get her down to rough. Could you take a look at this? You? Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at me. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it. So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. No, we're just gonna present her with everything. Could you take a look at this? She's just ignoring me. Okay. I don't know, maybe she'll get pissed off if I show her my attorney's badge. Oh, yeah, I'm a tit. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up a couple of extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. Just goes to show you never know what will happen when you run a yellow light. Okay, sure. Present. She's not gonna care, she doesn't care, she doesn't care, she doesn't care. I thought she'd at least care about the prosecutor's thing. Nope. I'm kind of stuck for what to do next, so I'm just presenting everything to this woman in the hopes that I can get her to talk to me some more. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Alright. I can't talk to you about anything else? No. It's alright. I remember having this exact problem the last time I was here. Okay, let's just talk to you. I've already done all that. Present you with... this? Here, see this? Ah, I've noticed that defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things. Okay, thank you. Let's move away. Can I do anything here yet? No. Can I do anything here? Oh, no. It must be the police department. I haven't examined everything. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Okay, these people, is that Meekins? Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that. Your soup will get cold, buddy. Hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. Ah, I ship them. Right, I'm here to look for Meekins, so... him being right there, flirting, it's annoying. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. Huh. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip, I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? Well, it's not striped. Pandas are black and red in different areas. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly ever look human. He has a point. I always get excited when I come to the police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny. I thought they were talking about the weather. They were talking about soup. What do you want from me, huh? What do you want from me? Oh, I haven't checked the knife. Like a tit. It is his colours, though. It's gonna be the blood, isn't it? Yeah. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this, anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it up in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. I think it's a letter opener. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. Is that all I can search for on this knife? Awesome, cool. I'm so glad that I checked. Oh, I didn't mean to press that button. I meant to press Y. Not Y. A. Present. This. I want to check it. That's what I want to do. Oh, okay. A name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID number 5842189. I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. They're the reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. Yabbadab. See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabbadab. Well, does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point. Teehee. It doesn't take much to amuse her. Alright, cool. Rotator potato. You don't want me to know what the squiggles here mean? Awesome, thanks. Oh, I can zoom in and out on things? Wait. Check this. Zoom in. I can zoom in and out on things. There's gonna be... Oh, right. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. The things with writing. Let's check those. Zoom. I can't do anything else. Do you know what I think I need to do? We found that on the floor next to, I'm pretty sure nothing's been unchecked, okay. We found that on the floor next to the door in the underground parking lot. There's a little machine there. So, it doesn't let me know what the machine does? Because I was thinking I've checked everything. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both kind of a dual purpose. Aha! The theory of relativity. That's not... What? Huh? I've got to write this down. It's not the theory of relativity. Ah! Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know... Was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? His name was Einstein. Silly. Oh. Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You could see the whole parking lot from up there. From in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe. Huh? Cafe security. Yeah. That must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think it's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide out in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Can I move? Can I go to the security office now that I've seen it? Why? What have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? Where do I need to go? I can't talk to Edgeworth because he's not there. Okay. Let's go through this logically. I can't talk to her anymore. I can't, if I present her with things, she offers me lunch. So... Detention center... No. They also won't let me do anything. Oh, for goodness sake. Ah, Jesus Christ. Right. Let's try presenting you with everything. You're a scientist. Shouldn't you want to study this blood? No, okay. I'm supposed to be looking for Meekins. We found him at the police department entrance. Am I looking for Meekins? I've examined everything. Just make sure. Oh, there we go. The banner here is announcing the crime fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. Our family wouldn't want a set at home. It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Maybe if we talk to him and talk about the campaign? No. Why would it? Oh, hang on. I can look at the profiles here. Wounded her right hand. Cock-up queen. See, I should be able to present her portrait and all the other people's portraits to him. Let's see if there's anything I didn't present. Detective, here's my attainee's badge. You show me this every time we meet. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and we already presented that to him. This ID card belongs to the victim, Detective Goodman. You can just about do anything these days with a card and the right secret number. Scary. It's only scary because you keep dropping your card, Detective Gumshoe. I'm getting bored. I found Mr. Edwards' car, started with Mr. Edwards' knife. What would drive the police prosecute this guy to do such a thing? Oh, are you gonna be like that when I show you anything? There's something I haven't done. Is there something I have missed? I know all of those things are from Wendy. Oh, I could have read all of that because that wasn't just the same crap. Let's go back. Do it again. What's this? It looks like a shield of some kind. It's broken. Maybe it's made out of chocolate and its owner took a bite out of it. It appears to be made out of bronze with gold plating. It's not worth much. $70 tops. This girl has a thing about pricing everything, doesn't she? I wonder what that big K means. Mysterious. It's king of prosecutors. There's a jacket framed on the wall like a painting. The fabric is high-grade cashmere, Italian styling, silk ruffles, turquoise buttons, and a gold thread collar. I'm guessing it's worth around $5,000. $5,000? Speaking of which, your suit would be about... That's enough of that. I don't need my life praised, thank you very much. Okay, so we are learning some new things. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like the blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights are surrounded blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out the poor pawn. His head kind of spiky, reminds me of you. Yeah, I know, but isn't the point to surround the king? The view. Whoa. What a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact of the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. Is that all I can do in this office right now? It is. So, okay, it can't be any of this. And I can't present things, I can't do anything in this room. I have looked at everything. I'm telling this to myself. I have presented you with everything. I have examined everything. Pixel hunting. talk to you anymore. No. Presenting good things gives me nothing. Okay. Let's try presenting it all to you. You can get bored to the tits of me if you want. Okay. Last but not least. Okay, cool. Cool. So I can't do anything at my own law offices. I can't do anything at the detention center. So it must be here where I can do something. I have talked to you about everything. I have presented you with everything. I have examined everything. I was wondering about that. What? The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. I am so upset right now because we've already looked at this twice. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Really? Is that all you wanted from me? Was for me to look at the badger again? Blue Badger panel added to the court fucking record. And that's all I know about that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's not officially on the case, you know. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is, what was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall is just a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. It would be good if you did. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction added to the court fucking record. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. I am so angry. Because I looked at everything. February 22nd, Prosecutor's Office, underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, it's... Oh, still here? Ah, hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in the criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its head. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. He is, isn't he? It's almost like they have ulterior motives. I'm gonna look at my court record so I can look at this before I give it away. Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. I think it's a couple zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Is that it? Yeah. Let's present it. Can I talk to you first? Yeah, let's talk to you about stuff. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Yeah, let's do that. Would you mind reading this for me? Watch this. I warn you, found letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe. Ah, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh. Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. What do you think about the blue badger? I see your badge looks pretty round. Our badge is a star, a lone star, shining in the nighttime sky. A beam of light illuminating evildoers who come into the dark of night. Note to self, evildoers are weak against the starlight. Hey, that's a sheriff's badge. Right, let's go at you with everything. What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodwin's ID card. Strangely enough, we found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance? In this rat hole? If you want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas? This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self. If you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Alright, compadre, count to 3, huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. Ah, a toy shield. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knight, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have a K the King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office in the criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. "5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow-like. A trot? My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edward's car all along. Alright, compadre, count to 3, huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. Okay. Cool, so evidence he doesn't care about, he just says that shit. Okay, awesome. So let's slide. Woo. Now we can examine this side. Oh, I can talk to him in a minute, that's fine. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk was busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car, it just screams, "I have money to burn." Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. This rope, is this? Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So, wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belongs to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yes! It's gonna be Lana's. Right, let's check it out. Here we go. I'm touching nothing, by the way. Now it's letting me do stuff. A little button. Press it. Whoop. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Whatever. Let's check this phone out. I guess we go to the blue button. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep. He phoned us last. Do 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 do. Hey, that song. I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Beep. Ah, oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this, anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belonged to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? My sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that. Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone added to the court record. Okay. There's a button here. Or a big old A. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. And why would you believe that I would sell burgers? B block is through there where the visitors park. I can see the lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you a little creepy? don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Okay, so have I looked at all the things? Oh, hang on. The trunk, there we go. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 67512 2. Goodman. You're right, let's see. Oh, 6 to 7S. Okay, there's a name print on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Okay. It's probably like a what's it called? You know, like the DL6 incident. It'll be like a little number for a reference for a case. There we go. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, well, ain't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The Smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here is the autopsy report. Goodman's autopsy report added to the court record. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. Why would you say there's no motive? They could be harboring a grudge from way back when. But, like, we know they're probably not because she's our client, so she's clearly innocent. It's an ace-attorney game. But if they work together on a case, they could have had any sort of grudges from that. Guzman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. They do a lot of shooting in Texas. Huh? I was one of those fancy two-shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, so you might have a grudge. Oh, really? Now he tells me. He mentioned it earlier. So, but you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Which is a good question. Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason, we're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Ooh. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do, nothing important at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his own tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between the cop and her sister I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill wind, someone's up to something here, but who? Office atmosphere. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person. Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What are you saying? What you're saying... What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gunshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh. By the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 8:15, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone updated in the court record. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Maybe we can go and talk to Lana now and present the phone and be like, I know you called your sister, do you want to talk to me about shit? Save your progress up to this point? Yes. So, is she protecting her sister somehow? It seems weird. I can't remember this case. Doesn't matter. That's the first bit done. And it's been a struggle getting it done, let me tell you, because there were so many things got in the way. I was interrupted last night when I was doing it. I've been interrupted like 3 times today when I was doing it. One of the dogs started vomiting and sniffing Fred's feet during all of this. So it's been a whole heck of a time. So that's why it's so choppy and I keep disappearing and changing and there's going to be cuts where the music doesn't fit and all that sort of nonsense. But I hope you enjoyed it, even if there was that horrible run around for a bit. Anyway, thank you for staying and playing, etc. so far, so forth. And I'll see you next time. Bye!